Hey YouTubers, this is Scott with Our Backyard View, and several of you have asked me what kind of camera am I using for my live cams. So I want to do a quick video and show you what I'm using. I've got three live cams up. I've got one for uh, the bird cam, one on a ground feeder for the critter cam, and I started with this one. It's the one overlooking the pond. So if I go back to the critter cam, and I'm hoping this changes when I change. This is a very inexpensive camera. It's called a Reolink, um, and it sells for under $50. I think it's right here. I got it off of Amazon, $49.99. So that's what I use. Very inexpensive camera, um, and I use that for the critter cam. Um, It's got software with it that goes to your phone as well as your computer, um, and it's very, very easy to use. Let's see if I got it up here. Um, that's the koi cam. We have to. There we go. That's the one for the critter cam. So that's showing my Reolink software, and I also have a playback capability with that camera. I've got an SD card put in it, so I can do a recording um, of the last 3 days. I'm not going to click on that right now to show you that, but it does record every, I think every 2 minutes. It's a new recording, just overwrites, and it gives you 3 days of data um, on there. Um, let's see. I've got to get out of this and go back to this. Um, so on that's on the critter cam. On the koi pond, I'm using a different camera. Um, let's see if I brought it up here. Don't think I did. Um, find it real quick. You are going to need a PoE switch for all these cameras, and this is the one I use. Um, Again, it's about $50, but if you only got one camera, you can do a single PoE switch for like 19 bucks. It's not a switch; it's just a single connectivity. Um, and let me see if I can find my Daha camera real quick here. And I want to say it's on this one. Uh, yeah. So it is this unit here. I've got two of them. Um, they're 223 now. I know I paid. Um, I paid about 176. Um, I might have had some. This says using Amazon rewards points, but I might have had some rewards points I used. I got mine under $200, and I had to buy the mount that goes with it to mount it up. It was like 19 bucks, I think. So that's a pretty expensive camera. It's not expensive as some other folks use. It's running live streams and things like that. It does have a great zoom capability in it. Takes a great picture. Um, and this is the camera here looking at the pond. Now, I'm streaming this without a computer, so all I have out there is a camera connected to my network, and you put your code in to YouTube, and then you put the same code. They give you a code, YouTube does, and you put that in settings in your camera, and that's all you need. It starts up and goes live, and Um, it just runs. So um, the the one you seen with the Critter Cam, I've got a computer that I have to have turned on. I have to be running some external software, which is free. Um, but that's what I use for my bird cam, as well as my bird cam here and my critter cam. I've got two separate computers. One runs my bird cam, one runs my critter cam. And they stay on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and talk to YouTube, live stream to YouTube. So you got to think, all right, that's the cost you're going to have as well. Or you can buy, this camera that I just showed you, and without a computer, you can set it up to stream like I'm doing on the koi pond, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, without a computer. Now you don't get to do the overlays like I've got here. Down here I've got the date and time, and here I've got some things, and I've got another picture here of the critter cam all overlaid in the live stream. When you go to the one camera that just does everything on its own, they give you a place in there where you can put some text and time and date, um, which is good. But that's all you can do. I can't overlay any other video there or anything like that. But it's very economical, and it's a very good way to start um, a live stream without having some external equipment. So because you got to keep that in mind on what you purchase. So if you would get the one like I've got set up for the critter cam, which is this one here, um, it's using this Reolink. Um, of course, you got to have some Ethernet cable to run out to it, so you can buy that. This is a 15-foot cable. And I think I've got a 50-foot cable running out there, and then a switch, and then a 15-foot cable going to the camera. Basically, what I got. And each one of my cameras, I put a SanDisk card in, 128 gigabyte SanDisk card inside the camera, so I can capture any videos that I want very easily. And it does it automatically. It's in the koi cam and the bird feed cam. Those are two of the same cameras. It records every 5 minutes, um, and it also gives me like 3 days of recordings that I can go back and look at. And then if I want to download one and make a video out of it and upload it to YouTube, I can. Um, with the software that I'm using as well on the computers, I can hit a record button, start recording, and record that way as well. But I got to be looking at that live feed to capture it. And with the SanDisk cards that you install in there, you can go back and review that at night or whenever you want to, and make your videos. So that's something I definitely recommend. It's about 20 bucks a card. Um, let's see. The computer that I'm running is nothing. It's a refurbished computer. It's an HP 8300 Elite small form factor. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it's an i5, and it's 3.2 gigahertz. It's quad core. They make a cheaper one that's a single core, and I actually have one of them as well. It's maybe 149 instead of 164. The second one I bought, I said I'm going to go ahead and get the bigger one, because the CPU usage on one is on the single core maybe 33%, and on the other one it's 24%. So I went ahead and got the bigger one this last time. But it comes with Windows 10, mouse and keyboard. I didn't have a monitor. I didn't have to buy a monitor. I had one. But that's what I use, a refurbished brand. I think it's got a year's warranty with it. Got it off of Amazon. I'll put all the links below that you can order if you want to. First one they give me did the power supply didn't work, and Amazon's great. You just click on a few things and say it's bad, and they ship me a whole new PC and ship the other one back. So it didn't cost me anything more. But I've got two computers running two of my streams, and then I sit, like I say, the one computer um, from if I can pull that back up or not. Let's see. Yeah, the one computer running the Dahoo cameras. One of them I got streaming directly to YouTube, and the other one I've got running uh, through the computer. And there's some software you need to download, and it's called OBS software. See if I got it here. Maybe. Uh, let's see. So you can go to Google and just type in OBS. Um, just type in OBS, and it should come up, OBS Project. Yeah, it's Open Broadcaster Software. That's what it stands for. And it's free. And you just download it based on your computer. You got a 64 uh, um, machine or a 32 machine, and download it, and you'll be good with that. And this is what the software looks like. So I'm not running it on this computer, but I just brought it up to show you what you see. And as you see here, I've got a clock right here, so I can put that clock anywhere I want, in that video. And I've got let's see, Lycus. So I've got our backyard view, Columbus, Ohio. Please subscribe. And I can overlay that in there. And then I've got the other live cam, which is the bird feeder cam. I've got it overlaid on there as well. So you can overlay. I've got temperature up here as well, the weather. So I've got the temperature, but you can overlay all this on top of that, and it runs. So it gives you a lot more options, a lot more capability. It's really easy to use once you start using it, but it takes a little while getting used to. But if you want to start out with one camera and no computers or anything, I highly recommend this Dahoo. Cost you around $220 maybe with the mount, and get the SanDisk card, and you will need a PoE adapter. You can buy a single adapter for like $19. Or if you plan on putting another camera out there later, you can buy the switch, so you have it. I thought I had the switch up here. I think I moved it when I brought the other camera up. You can buy you a switch. I'll have all the links below, but that's really all I'm using. I've got 3 cameras. I run 2 with computers, and I run the Koi camera by itself, and it's got fantastic zoom capability. If I go to let's see here. Settings and zoom. I can zoom in. There you go. I think it's a little slow and I'm doing a live stream here. Not a live stream, but you can zoom in and come up with any picture you want. So the Reolink doesn't really allow me to do much zoom. I would have to use the OBS software in order to do that with the Reolink. But you know, it's only $48, so, or $49.99, much cheaper than $200 camera. But then again, I gotta have a computer. Gotta have, you still gotta have PoE on either one of them. But the Reolink is the cheaper camera. You can get by with it. If you got a spare computer, you're good to go. I wouldn't try to run it on a computer that you're doing your email on and browsing on. It's just going to get too messed up. And it's really a computer you just want to set off to the side and not touch it. So that's sort of what I recommend. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. Be happy to answer them for you. I'll put all the links below and try to lay it out for you based on with a computer and without a computer. And again, and if you don't want to live stream, right, you know, you could buy the Reolink camera and a SanDisk card, hook it to your regular computer you have today, and just turn that camera on out there, let it fill up on the SanDisk cards, and then, you know, pull your videos off that you want to upload to YouTube. You could do that all day long for, you know, you need a Cat 5 cable running out there, and you need the Reolink camera, but you can do it very easily for under $100. You need a PoE adapter, but it can be done, very economical, and then you can upload any videos you want throughout the day to YouTube without live streaming. When you live stream, you're gonna have to have a computer, you're gonna have to use the OBS software, or you're gonna have to buy the higher end camera and stream directly to YouTube. So anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed it. Probably didn't do a very good job explaining it to you. A lot to tell you in not very long time, but again, I'll be happy to answer any questions you got. It's a great way to, you know, video what you got in your backyard and enjoy it later. So I hope you enjoy it. Take care, and we'll see you again.